Hi, my name is Jennifer Collins, and I wanted to come on here and make a video, and hopefully, this can help others that have used Outschool in the past. And so I started with Outschool in 2019, and I was at that time teaching in the school system, still part time, and everything was going great. And then COVID happened, and so I had a long time at home where we had 3 weeks without any school. And during that time period, my sister was homeschooling her son, and she told me about Outschool. And so I got on there and tried a few live classes. And then I discovered the flex option of making flex classes. And I just loved it because in the school system, I was already writing the science curriculum that we used for the school system. And I had so much already I had compiled. And I organized my flex classes in a weekly format where it says like week one, week one, task two, all the way. And I had 5 tasks each week. And all of my students used a spiral notebook, and we got in this habit of where we just took pictures of our work, and that's how we did it in the school system, and it just really worked for Outschool. So during COVID, that whole time we were at home, I really understood the assignment, and I made 134 flex classes. And once I created those classes, I was able to use those over and over again, and I could go to it and copy and paste, the week over from previous ones, and it just worked, and I was just making money, and I was super excited. So then I created a Facebook page called Strong Oak Academy. And this is where I am encouraging teachers to join. And I create a newsletter that I put out for our members, which is about 200 members. And they're just a link of other teachers' Outschool's a link. So it's made in a slideshow method. And like if I have a math teacher, she'll give me her links to her math page. So we're just advertising our Outschool pages. Then I actually made a how to become an Outschool teacher that has grown to a pretty good amount of members, where I have a guide that helps everyone get started. So what are the policies? What is the safety? How to create coupons? It goes on and on. So I've created these guides to get everybody signed up on the platform. So I bought all into Outschool, and this was what I was going to do. So then I decided at the end of the school year that I was going to leave my full-time job in the school system and continue only working for them part-time, teaching, creating curriculum, and do Outschool full-time. So I was making 53,000 that year. And so I was super excited, and my husband thought I was crazy, and I was like, I could do it. I really could do it. The money's coming in. This is going to work, and everything's going great. And I use a program called Loom, and I make a lot of videos. And so because I'm able to make videos, and I was posting ads on Facebook, like, do you need science? Check out my Outschool link. And every day, I had set my alarm, and at 7:30 in the morning and at 10:30 at night, I would post on Facebook homeschool groups about my links to my Outschool pages. So I was really trying to get more people this fall. And so last fall, August and September together, I was able to make $10,000. And so I really was trying harder this time. And so the Outschool payout was showing that at the end of September, I would be able to get $13,980. And so I really thought I was doing great, and everything's going wonderful. And I had some actual charter schools reach out on Outschool, messaging me like, hey, we're interested in your classes. Can you make us a private session on Outschool? And we'll let you know who the students are going to be, and everything was working out. And I actually created meet and greets, which I've never done before on Outschool, and parents could come in and ask me questions about my classes, and I could show them samples, and see if they have any questions for me really about standards and things like that. And so it was kind of my way of convincing parents to get on board. And I was doing the same in my messages with the charter schools, like, yeah, I think this will work for you, and I'll make a session, and everything was going great. So that I had almost 310 students enrolled in either my August 21st and September 11th sessions, combined 310. So this was going to be the best that I've ever had with students. And I went ahead over this last week and started uploading week one little videos on how to find things on Outschool and things like that. My classes are not live, they're flex. So I just kind of make videos of the overview, like here's where you're going to go on the page, and this is what you do on this assignment. Just little short videos, little 5-minute videos. And everything seemed fine. And so Wednesday and Thursday, because classes started on Monday, I started uploading and getting everything going and answering questions, and everything was fine. 3 days ago, I saw a YouTube video that said how to use Google Classroom for Outschool. So I used the chat feature, and I asked the chat person, Anna, if I could use Google Classroom for some of my classes I was creating. Because over the time, now it's moved from 134 flex classes. I've made 178 flex classes. And a lot of them are 4-week classes, like about frogs and things like that. But still, it's a lot of work. And they wrote back and said, no, it can only be used for live classes. And I said, okay, that's fine. Thank you. That is all I can think of that has happened in this time period. And I don't see how that would have ruined everything. But yesterday, I stopped working on Outschool at 5 o'clock because I normally sit here from like 8 to 5 working on Outschool. And at 5 o'clock, I stopped. And then at 6:17, I got a text from Outschool in lowercase letters, which I thought was strange. It says, your account has been terminated. You may not rejoin the platform. If you have questions, contact customer support. Immediately, I sent an email to customer support, and I copied the safety and trust and the policy, everything I could think of on Outschool. I added those to the email and said, what's going on? We've got to get this fixed. I have all these people coming in on Monday, and that some of them are charter schools, and no one responded back. And I think I sent 7 emails since that's happened. I looked back and tried to find reps I'd ask questions to try to message them. No one has responded back. And so I know that if you were signed up in my classes, you're super confused and you don't know what to do. And I'm sorry. If I could fix it, believe me, I would fix it. But this is what I do. This is my career. And so it's been stopped. And so I'm trying to figure out the best thing to do. And I am sorry. I know that we're not able to share our email addresses on Outschool. They go, I don't know, I guess they have a keyword thing, and they see if you put an email address. And so I know I can't share my email address or my website. And so I know that a lot of parents are right now confused, and they have no way to reach out to me. So maybe they remembered they were having Miss Collins' science classes on Outschool, and a few of you have reached out using my website or Facebook, but everybody's, a lot of people are very aggravated because their child was expecting to have class with me on Monday, and I don't know what to do. So I am very sorry. I'm just letting everyone know I'm super sorry. And I will make sure your child has a class. I am well versed in curriculum. I've created curriculum forever for the school system. I know how to make classes in Google Classroom. I loved the format of Outschool, of putting it on the class wall and all that. But Google Classroom is awesome, and I can use that instead. And so if you are one of my students and you were signed up and you are now in a mess and you're in limbo, please reach out to me and let me know. I want to help you. The problem is I don't have access to Outschool at all. So if I go to Outschool, this is what happens. So I don't have the names of my students. I don't know what classes you were taking. or anything. And I can just show you as an example how many classes I had. This is my class link. All of the ones that are in green are classes that had enrollment. The ones in blue do not. And this is how I kept up with it. So I would put in, if the practice is there, that's what the practice is, the X for August 21st. And if I put in week 1, I mean, I had to keep up with this way because I had this many. So I just want to make sure that I show everyone how many I had. And of course the gray is there's no enrollment at this time, but I have the class made. So it's a pretty good amount of classes and a lot of work I put into it. And I think it's just broken my heart because this is what I have spent my time away from my family on. And now I can no longer get on it. So I started searching online, is this common? And I found some videos on YouTube of people that were banned from Outschool. Normally people that have made over 50,000 on the platform, all of a sudden everything just disappeared. There's some other articles about it and their Outschool. That's who they're talking about is Outschool. This Lauren Rose, I reached out to her. She's had the same experience. I'm in shock. And a couple of days ago, I sent a picture to my daughter. I was so proud of how many followers I had. And so this is what I was maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And I just don't understand. Why would you get rid of someone on your platform that has this many followers, has taught that many? I had 75 5-star reviews. Everything was going great. And I know they take 30% of our income. And so it just makes no sense whatsoever. And so I do have a parent, I'm not going to say the parent's name, has reached out to me that's also a lawyer and asked me, what is going on? You know, my son was going to take the class with you. And I told him, and he went over the terms of Outschool. And honestly, I never looked at it. And as you can see here, they can terminate you at any time without due cause. And you can lose all of your material. And that means my curriculum is gone. They could use it if they like. I'm never going to know. And I know that Outschool is starting to create classes that they offer. I have seen that on there, especially a lot of math classes are created. It just says by Outschool. It's not the teacher anymore. I don't know if that's what this is related to. Maybe, hopefully it's not. But I'm just worried that my classes were set up in a way that you could copy and paste and use over and over and over again. And just to remove someone where everything was great makes no sense. And to not even respond back to me, I do not understand. The lawyer said that their terms are tight and that I really couldn't do much. And that in his opinion, I would lose more money on lawyer fees than going forward to try to get access to Outschool. But again, I'm self-employed, so I need to see my payment payout and things like that, and I can't see that either. So I've just lost access to so many different things, and I have no words. I do not know how to explain it and what to do about it. And I just know that a ton of parents are upset with me, and I understand. I have children too. When you decide on a class and you talk to the teacher and everything looks great and then all of a sudden the teacher disappears, it's crazy. I have had parents now screenshot me a message from Outschool and it said, this teacher has left the platform. Sometimes these things happen. Please use this $5 voucher towards another class. And a $5 voucher is not going to help. And these parents, a lot of them, they were still completing a summer session with me. They have 2 to 3 weeks left of their summer session, and now everything has stopped. So those students need to finish, and I didn't leave the platform. I would love to be on the platform. I'd like to get my stuff back. I'm now kind of terrified to be on the platform if they figure out it's a glitch and get me back on there, but I'm making this video to make sure that other parents know what happened, and that other teachers know to be careful. Do not put all your eggs in a basket with Outschool, because at any point in time, they can remove you. And it doesn't matter. I didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I can think of is that 2019, I did send my website address to a parent, and then they messaged me back and said, hey, you can't send email their website addresses. And I said, I'm so sorry. That was 2019. And since then, I have been so careful. So I'm a rule follower, and I make sure that I follow everything. So I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm just letting you know, as a teacher, please be careful. Please read over this. As you read over it, it is terrifying that they could just shut you down, and that, a lot of it says that if you try to take them to court, that you'll be responsible and liable for their lawyer fees. I mean, it is scary. And as a teacher, I never looked on here and never knew. So I'm here today to let anyone know that if you need classes, please do not panic. I will help make sure that your child has the class they need. Here is my website, Science with Ms. Collins. If you scroll all the way down to the very bottom, you're going to find that the classes are organized by subject. And if you click it, it does take you to my Outschool links. So I've got to fix that for you. My whole website was just created over Outschool. So just know that I will create any of these classes that were on Outschool, but instead I'm going to create them on my own Google Classroom. I'm a little scary now to put anything on another platform. And so if you need a class, let me know. If you were one of my previous students and you were not able to finish a class, then I want you to message me and let me know, because I have no list or anything, what class you were in and what week you were in, and I will finish out the rest of your time with me. I think our summer classes had 2 to 3 weeks left, and I will finish that with you for free. I want your child to be able to finish. That's just unfair. They've got to finish. Everybody was working so hard and we were doing great. So if your child was a previous one of mine, please let me know. I will make sure they finish out the year. And then if you want to continue with me, I hope you will. I feel like I've made this really great rapport with so many families on there. And our plan was for me to be their science teacher each year. And I'd like to continue to do that. I just have to do it on Google Classroom now. And I'm very well versed in that. I just liked the format of Outschool, but that's okay. Everything happens for a reason, and I don't know what this reason is, but maybe it's so that I would start out on my own. That's all I can think of. And for some reason, at this season, that's what I need to do. And I don't have any choice. I have to, because I am not in the school system anymore. It is now August 19th. The jobs that were available earlier in the summer for schools are gone. And so this is what I've got to make happen. And so I want you to know, and if you're one of my previous students, I give 200% on anything that I do. And so I will make sure that your child has the best class ever. So reach out to me. You can use my website, Science with Ms. Collins. You can use the contact us form if you like, or you can just message me directly at sciencewithcollins@gmail.com, and we will get started. And I will make sure that on Monday, just like planned, your child will have something to work on. And then I'm going to slowly get it together, but I promise I will continue teaching science, because this is what I love. And I love virtual teaching. And so I don't want this terrible experience with Outschool to ruin that. So please let me know. I really want to help you. And I am sorry. There is no words to explain. And I just feel like it's the worst nightmare ever for an online teacher. This is what we've been terrified of. And I just really never thought it could happen. I've heard a few stories, but I really thought it couldn't happen to me. And so this is a wake-up call, and to know that I need to keep my classes on my own website and my own Google Classroom and keep it safe. And so that's all I have to say. I appreciate you listening to me ramble for 19 minutes, but I just wanted to make sure that I gave all my families an explanation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.